Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Good day, class. Today we are going to have a quick road safety lesson. Step 1. Always stop when you get to the road. Step 2. You have to make sure to look left, right, and left again. And as soon as you don't hear or see any more cars, then you are free to cross the road. Remember everyone, look left, right, and left again. Now everyone, I hope that you will continue to cross the road safely. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is a balanced diet and road safety. And before we get into any lessons, grade 1s, we know that we need to sanitize. So let us sanitize and sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone! For today's lesson, we will be talking about vocabulary, sight words, and the number 19. Let's start our lesson today, boys and girls, by going to page 3. On page 3, we are going to be doing our vocabulary words. Now, the words that we can see are all about our healthy foods. We are going to read these words and then after that we're going to fill in the missing letters. And then from there we're going to try and find those same words in the word search below. Let's start by reading. We have the words bread, fruit, vegetables, meat, porridge. Well done, everyone. Let's now try it again. Bread, vegetables, fruit, meat, porridge. Good job, everyone. Now you can see that we have a picture of each of the words that we have just read. I'm sure you've eaten these many, many times. Now it's going to be our job to fill in the missing letters and then use those same words to find in the word search. Let's do the first part together. Now there are two words that we're going to do together, and I want you to look for the picture. One of our vocabulary words today starts with a B. So we need to look for B so that we can find and spell the word correctly. In this case, if you are looking closely in your booklet, you have the word bread. So in order for us to complete this word, we need to have an E in the middle. There we go. And then bread ends with a D. Good job, everyone. The next one that we're going to try and look for is something that we actually try and have at least once a day. And that one is a fruit. So I want you to look in your book and look for the spelling of the word fruit, where you can see the picture of the fruit. We're going to put the missing R, and then the I. Now we have the word fruit. The rest of them you're going to do by yourselves, and then when you're done, you can join me at the word search. Now remember, the word search starts always with checking for the first letter of each word. We're looking for the first letter, which is B. Then you decide whether you want to start looking from going across or going down. In this case, I think we're lucky because if we go across, we can see that we have a B, an R, an E, an A, and a D, bread. So all we have to do is circle our words neatly. Take your time and don't rush. Don't cut any of the letters. And then make sure you go back up to where you started to connect the circle. Well done. The next word that we're going to look for is the word fruit. Now we start by looking for the beginning letter. We are going to now go down since we started across for the first one. And there it is. So we have an F, an R, a U, an I, and a T. Well done, everyone. Now we circle our word to make sure that we have shown that we have found it. Again, don't cut any of the letters and circle neatly until you get to where you started. So, complete this exercise on this page, and then when you are done, you can move to the next one, page 4. On page 4, we are doing our sight words this time. Now remember, sight words are words that we often see and use, so we're just going to be practicing them. Today, we have the words go, we, and said. It is our job to first trace the words and then write them. So I'm going to help you with the tracing, and then you will write the words on the lines neatly. Then from there, you need to choose 2 of your sight words to write your own sentences. So let's start with tracing. Now, we will start by tracing the word go. As you can see, the G is cutting at the bottom line. So we need to make sure that we're doing the same. We will start by going round, and then we go up, back to where we started. We come down, then we cut through the bottom line, and we go round to make the legs. Then we need to do the we go round following the trace line. Very good. And making sure that we connect it neatly. So when you're tracing, boys and girls, don't forget to follow each trace dot. Then, after following the trace dot, please also remember to press your pencil down hard on the paper. That way, you'll be able to do number 3, which is to take your time. Let's do the next one. We have the word we. So we're going to start by going down, up, down, and up. Almost like a zigzag. Then we do our A. We know how to do this one. Across, round, and down. Very good. The last one we're going to trace together. We start with the S. We say round and round. Good job. Then we have our A, which is round, up, and down. We have our I, which is down, and don't forget the head. Then the last letter we have is our D, which is round, up, and down the same way. Don't forget the little leg. So now we have traced all our letters. And make sure that when you're making your sentences, you start with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Use only 2 of our sight words, either go, we, or said. Have fun making your sentences. Make sure they make sense. And when you're done, check that you have done all the work needed. I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
For our lesson now, boys and girls, we are going to turn to page 5. On page 5, we are going to be doing the number 19. Now, the number 19 is made up of 2 digits, a 1 and a 9. It is going to be your job to make sure that you color that big 19 that you can see there. After that, you are going to circle the word 19. And then you will make dots. 19 dots in the die. After that, you are going to trace the number 19 and then write it, and then you will trace the name 19 and write it as well. Let's try and do some of those activities together. Let's take a look at the board. Now I have my 19 here, and we're going to try and first write the number 19. I told you before that it is a 1 and a 9, so that's how we're going to do it. We will start with our 1, which goes down from the top line going to the bottom line. And then we make our 9. We say round, then we go to the dotted line and we go up to the top line and we come down past the dotted line and to the bottom line. There we go. Let's try it again. We're going to go down from the top line to the bottom line. Then we go round, touch the top line. Then we go down to the dotted line, go back up to the top line, and straight through the dotted line going to the bottom line. So that is how we write the number 19. Then we need to also trace the name 19. Now these letters, we have used them before already, but I want you to take good attention or pay close attention to how and where they are. So if you're going to be tracing, make sure you follow all the trace rules. The first rule of tracing is to make sure that you follow each trace dot. After you're done with your tracing, make sure that you have also pushed your pencil down nicely and hard on the paper. Then, from there, the third rule is simple. Take your time. You don't have to rush. Make sure you are taking note of where a letter starts so that you don't get confused when you are writing your letter. For example, our T is cutting across the dotted line. So be careful when you are now writing it. Let's continue tracing. Remember to catch all the trace dots and to press your pencil down hard on the paper. Then we are now at the last letter. Down, up, and round. There we go. Try hard not to lift up your pencil if you're not done with the letter, unless you have to. Now that we are done with our name 19, it's time to make the dots for the die. How are we going to do this? Well, we are going to share them equally along the 3 dies. So, let's start. 1, 2, 3. You can use a red one or a pencil. We have done 3. Let's continue. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have managed to make 19 dots for our die. If you did the same, good job. Well done. Now, we have to continue with our exercise. So let's see what else we have to do. The next part of your exercise involves coloring. You have to color all 19 ovals. Now you can see that the shape we have there are ovals. So you count first 19 ovals and then you will color them. The same is for the blocks. You need to count 19 blocks and color. Please color neatly, especially for the blocks. When you're done with that, you are going to color in the number 19 for each of the blocks that you can see there. It needs to have the number 19, a 1 and a 9. Afterwards, you are going to write what is before and what is after the number 19. For this one, I think I can help you. So let's try and do it together by counting. We're going to start counting from 10 and then we will go to 19. So we're counting from 10 to 19. Let's go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So, if you heard correctly, we said the number 18 before 19. So that is the number we are going to do. There we go. So the number before 19 is 18. Now we want to find out the number after. So we're going to count on and say 18, 19, 20. Well done. If you knew the answer before I said it, good job. You are smart. So now that we are done with this part of the exercise together, go ahead and complete the rest of it. Take your time, especially when you're coloring, and make sure you count properly before you say you have colored 19 items. I will see you when you're done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson. I hope you had fun. Remember, if something was hard or you don't know what to do, that's okay. You can ask an adult for help. But just make sure that you end up finishing your work by yourselves. Now that we are done, we need to sanitize. So make sure that you sanitize the right way. When we sanitize, we rub inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder, I have not seen Sashi today. He said he would come to say goodbye. Hello, Sashi. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.